जय जय देवी दयाल हरि। जय जय देवी दयाल हरि। जननी सरस्वती पालय मां। जननी सरस्वती पालय मां। चतुर्मुख भार्ये मां पाहि। चतुर्मुख भार्ये मां पाहि। वाणी सरस्वती वाग्देवी। वाणी सरस्वती वाग्देवी। जय जय देवी दयाल हरि। दयाल हरि। दयाल हरि। Before we take up the questions, we will little bit deliberate upon the significance of Shivratri. Tomorrow we are celebrating the day called Shivratri. The word Shiva Ratri means a night. Shiva, all of you know now, all are expert. So Shivratri means a night dedicated to Shiva. एक शाम शिव के नाम. So one night dedicated to Shiva. And why do we say night? Because the puja is to be done during the night. It starts at the twilight and then it runs throughout the night. Therefore, we say Shivaratri. A night dedicated to the worship of Shiva is called Shivaratri. And how this particular day is celebrated as Shivratri? What is the significance of that day tomorrow? For that there is a story. There are two stories. One is the main story, and that is there was some debate between Brahma and Vishnu, and the debate could not be resolved. Was getting little hot, and that time Shiva appeared in the form of a column of light on Falguna Masa Krishna Paksha Chaturdashi. Falguna Krishna Chaturdasyam Adi Devo Mahanishi Shivalingatayoddbhutaha Koti Surya Samaprabha. This is Ishana Samhita, the shloka is there. What it says, on this day, Adi Devaha. Now we have studied Adi Deva, he came no in this. Adi Deva, the foremost Lord. Adi Deva, Shiva, Udbhutaha, manifested as Shivalinga. Really speaking, a column of light. On which day? Falguna Masa Krishna Paksha Chaturdashi. Falguna Krishna Chaturdasyam Adi Devo Mahanishi, during great night. Shivalingataya Udbhutaha. He manifested as Shivalinga. Koti Surya Samaprabhaha, having the splendor equal to crores of sun. Means very bright. And this column of light which appeared between the two deities, Brahma and Vishnu, did not have beginning, did not have the end. Then both of them worshipped from wherever they were, and then they requested Shiva, who appeared in the form of Shivalinga, to come into worshipable form, because this cannot be worshipped, beginningless, endless. How is the worship? So from that side they did it whatever way they could, but for human beings it will be difficult. And therefore they requested Shiva to distribute itself in the form of Dvadasha Jyotirlinga. In India there are 12, India and of course Nepal also. The Pashupatinath, Somnatha, Vaidyanatha, we have got 12 lingas, Rameshwara, Kedarnatha. 12 lingas are there, called Jyotirlinga. So Shiva appeared in the form of this column of light, which was divided into 12 Jyotirlinga on this day. Therefore this day is celebrated as Shivaratri, because on this day Shiva manifested as Shivalinga. Regarding Shivalinga also, people have so many confusion. Simple meaning of Shivalinga is, Linga means indicator. Shivalinga means indicator of Lord Shiva. In Shastra we have got the word Linga for any indicator. Like we say, Dhuma, smoke, is the linga for fire. Means smoke is the indicator of fire. Therefore smoke is called linga. So linga means indicator. Your chappal can be linga for your presence. So chappal is there means person is there inside. So indicator. So Shivalinga means indicator, representative of Shiva. That is called Shivalinga. And the Shivalinga is a very beautiful way of presenting Shiva. It is something in between the Sakara and Nirakara. Nirakara means formless. So, from formless to the form is a transition is represented by Shivalinga. Why? Because Shivalinga, it is supposed to be representative of all forms without any particular form. It doesn't have any face and legs and hands, etc. So that type of concrete form, discrete form is not there. At the same time, we are able to have this touch, etc., visual perception, etc. And therefore, the formless Shiva is represented by this Shivalinga. To remind us that it is originally formless, but appears to be the basis of all forms, and that idea is conveyed by the Shivalinga. It is like a transition from the formless to the formful. And this is the main story about Shivaratri. We worship this Lord Shiva on this day because Lord Shiva appeared in the form of Shivalinga on that particular day. And to show the greatness of this Shivaratri, a particular day, particular period, they tell a story of a hunter. There was a hunter, and one day his family was very hungry and therefore he went to the forest for hunting. Whole day he did not get anything, could not eat. So automatically fasting, nothing he got. And he thought that whole day I have come and my family is waiting. If I go empty-handed, then how will I face them? It is, to face the failure is very difficult. कैसे भी करके आएंगे, somehow will manage. So he thought, at least night he can sit on the tree and some animal will come to drink water and I will get some hunt. And there was a bilva vruksha, bilva tree, on that he sat. And evening, there was a twilight, and at that time, when night was about to start, Prathama Prahara, around 6:37, Prathama Prahara, the first part of the night, when night starts. At that time, one deer, female deer, what they call in English, there is a word for that, no? Huh? There is a word for female deer, what is the word? Doe? Doe. Doe or D-O-E? Doe, some word I forgot. So she came, and when she came, then he raised his bow, and at that time he has a water bottle. From water bottle, some water fell down on Shivalinga below that bilva tree. Pratham Prahara Puja done. Some water fell down, and bilva also little bit moved, so some bilva, the leaves also fell down. Prathama Prahara Puja is done. And he was about to throw the arrow, that time, that doe, she told, that what do you want? He said, I want to kill and get some food for my family. So he said, okay, I don't mind. This body will be useful to you, but he said, let me hand over my babies to my sister. Last time I will see them off and come back. Somehow this hunter trusting the deer, that is an unusual thing, but he trusted. Because maybe he was under the influence of Shiva. So, okay, you come back. So, he let her go. Then, after 3 hours, another doe came, and she was the sister of that previous one. And that time also, he raised his bow and about to shoot. Again the leaves fell down, water fell down from his water bottle, and second Prahara Puja was done. And she was about to shoot. That time she told that, see, I have my children, babies, and I will hand over to my sister. She did not know that the first one was her sister. So she said, I will hand over to her and then come back. So he let her go. Then the third, after 3 hours, one male deer came. He was the husband of that first one. And there also bow was raised, water fell down, leaves fell down on Shivalinga, third time puja was done. And at that time, this male deer said, yes, you can do it, but let me last meet my children. I see them off, otherwise they will be waiting for me and they will be worried. I'll come back. He said, everybody does like this today. Everybody said, I will come back. But still, somehow, he let him also go. Thus, the 3 Prahara Puja was done. And these 3, all of them they went and they met, all of them they met with each other. And they said, as you have promised, we'll go to the hunter. And they handed over their babies to the neighbors. But babies also said, no, no, we want to come. And therefore all of them came near the hunter. And hunter was very surprised and about to raise the bow and all. Puja again, fourth floor puja was done. And he said, how come you came back? And he was surprised that these are the animals and still they have value. They are following dharma and what I am doing. And he said, I will not kill you, you go. He let all of them go away. And at that time, Shiva appeared. He said, I am very happy. Today you have done fasting also, you have done abhishek also, you have done puja also, and you have done lot of ahimsa, this, you let them go. I am very happy with you. And in next janma, you will become Guha. And you will see Rama, you will have darshan of Rama, you will be able to serve Rama. And that is how he was blessed. And all the deer, they also got higher gati and they were released from the deer body, they got a higher lot in their life. And in this manner, the significance of Shivaratri puja is told. And with reference to Shivaratri, it is called Vrata. Shivaratri Vrata. Vrata means vow. Observance is called Vrata. And in this Vrata, there are 4 aspects. One is Shiva Nama Sankirtanam. As much time as possible, as many times as possible, you repeat Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. So first significant or first sadhana to be done, first practice to be done on Shivratri day is remembering or chanting the name of Shiva as many times as possible. This is the first thing. That's what we are going to do tomorrow. Second thing is fasting. But only if it is convenient. Don't strain yourself if you have got sugar problem or any other issue. If you have some other duties and all, you need not do. But fasting is also one part of the vratam. In South India, fasting is relatively easy because anything other than rice you can eat. So they eat moong also, moong dal and all this, everything okay. So here fasting is okay. In North India, it is not like that. So there you can eat only fruits. And some people, they eat some peanuts and all this. But not this moong dal and all this. Here the moong dal they give in the fasting also. So you can do if you want South Indian fasting, relatively easy. So second thing is fasting. Third thing is puja, worshipping, doing the puja. 4 prahar puja is there. Means they do around, generally they combine first and second. So around 6, 7 o'clock and then 9 o'clock. That is combined. So 2 prahara puja. Prahara means period of 3 hours. Then 12 o'clock there will be puja, 3 o'clock there will be puja and 6 o'clock puja. So third aspect is puja. Sankirtanam, Nama Sankirtanam, then this Upavasa, puja. And the fourth one is very much associated with that puja alone is Jagaranam, remaining awake. And remaining awake and what? Doing this Shivanama Sankirtanam. So these are the 4 aspects of celebration of Shivratri. And you can follow as many as possible. Puja we are going to do, Sankirtanam also we are going to do, Upavasa you only have to do, we cannot do for you. So Upavasa you do. But I think Swami Niyama sometimes used to provide fruits. Are they doing this time? Did they provide fruits? Okay. So perhaps we can get some fruits if you are fasting. बोले कि स्वामी जी फास्टिंग और फूड दोनों लेंगे. So one person he asked, बोले कि आप जूस लेंगे टी लेंगे? बोले दोनों लेंगे। बोले कि आपको कप्स की क्या कमी है? So anyway, so those who are fasting, perhaps we will try to organize the fruits. All right. So these are the 4 aspects of vratam, and we will try as much as possible. In this connection, you must be knowing that we are going to have 3-hour Sankirtanam, 9 to 12. And generally we divide the whole period into this what is called unit of half an hour, 30 minutes. So we require 6 leaders. Chanting people will be doing, but 6 leaders to chant Shivanama. Om Namah Shivaya. I will chant and will show you how it is to be done. You cannot change in that. What you can change, what you cannot change, I will tell you. But how many of you are ready to be leaders? Can lead? Okay. You can lead? Okay. You can lead, Amma? 3. Karan? Can you lead? 4. Anybody? You can lead? So at that time half an hour you have to be there. So 5. I also समझिए मैं लीड को किसी को दे के चला गया. So first half an hour I will be there. Last half an hour also I am there. So now out of this 5, 2 people can join together and we will have 6 slots. So each slot, Karan, you can take the names. So we will start at 9 o'clock. Before 9, 1 or 2 minutes before, we will have Aarti. Then 9 to 9:30, 8:30 I will do it. 9:30 to 10 somebody can do. And you make sure you remember your slot. And other time also you can sit there and do it. You can do 3 hours. But leading, when you are supposed to lead, you should be there. And how it is to be done, I will show it. I will sing now, you can repeat. And afterwards I will tell you what are variations possible and what is not to be what is called allowed. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. You got the idea? Okay. In that you can do Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. That you can do it. But you cannot do Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om. That is not allowed. It should be continuously Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya and Om Namah Shivaya only. Shivaya Namah, Om Shivaya Namaha. No other word, only this Om Namah Shivaya only. In that you can have some variation, tune you can change, but words you cannot change. Is it clear? That is the rule to be followed. Any question? All right. And you make sure that the tune which you have, if you are a leader and if you are chanting, make sure it is followable by others. You may be a classical singer and you say, Oh Namah Shivaya. If you ask me to follow, I myself cannot follow. So that it should be easy for people to follow. Not too fast, not too slow. And one thing is, you need not have variation. Don't have the pressure, oh, what people will think, I don't know anything. So, thoda bata dete hai. So, I will show it. ऐसी जरूरत नहीं है. The same thing you sing, no problem. So, accident free. So, मैं बोला स्वामी जी वो मैं ट्यून गया ऊपर लेकिन नीचे कैसे आना मालूम नहीं. How to go up I know Swami, how to come down I don't take risk. I also don't take risk, So, because I don't know music much. I mean, not much. I don't know music at all. I am just singing. I have no classical background. So, Karanji will be the coordinator, and we'll put a list. You can put it on the paper somewhere, and you can tell the timing itself. All right. So, this is about tomorrow program. So, morning 9 to 12 is this Sankirtanam. 4 to 8 or 8:30 will be the puja. It will go for 4 hours. In fact, it starts at 2:30 where Mahanyasa will be done. 2:30. Mahanyasa, that particular mantras for invoking the Lord. So, that starts from about 2:30 itself. And puja will start around 4:15 and then it will go up to 8:15. 11 times they will be doing this Rudram and the Abhisheka will be done. It's a very grand puja. So, we will be participating. Whole night they will be doing, but 12 o'clock and in between there will not be any puja or anything. If there are more people, we will have a mic arrangement, so we can do bhajans, etc. I am there up to 12 o'clock. Afterwards I will see, I am not sure. But 12 o'clock night I will be there. Up to that we are there. We are going to do some bhajans also. So between 10, I think 9:30 or something we start bhajans, no? 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock will start and it is a nice occasion we can see whether we can remain awake or not, So that's a good occasion. Okay, so now we'll go for questions. Any questions regarding this Shivratri? If any question is there, I can answer that first. Yes, it's done. Yes. Ah, yeah, that also they will do it. Yes, yes. Double prasadam will be there. That is a controversial thing. I don't know. So, some people take it, some people don't take it. You can take it if you are hungry. So, okay. We'll have meditation, yes.
The significance of applying vibhuti and then wearing rudraksha mala
Okay.
in Shiva worship.
See, this Bhasma is a reminder that body is finally reduced to ashes. And Shiva, he stays in the cremation ground where he uses this Bhasma as his ornament. Not that he doesn't have that talcum powder or something, he uses this Bhasma. And Rudraksha is associated with Shiva. It is, let's say, it is the tears of Shiva. So it is a symbolically representative Shiva. And they say it is good for health also, but we don't see from that angle, but it has got that significance. And they say this, if you wear Rudra with the feeling that it is a representative of Shiva, it will remind you your identity or your connection with Shiva, if you wear with that attitude. But one thing is that you have to follow certain norms. You cannot wear Rudrakshamala without taking bath, etc. After bath only, and when you go to washroom, you have to keep it out, and all these things are to be followed. So I was wearing earlier, but sometimes we forget. I forget, and therefore I am not wearing that. They are to be followed generally. Alright, if you can wear, it will be nice. But I cannot suggest too much because I myself not wearing. It is allowed. I have seen many women wearing. And many women I have seen wearing. But I have not heard anywhere that it is not to be worn. But the physical purity is to be maintained of the body. So, considering that, one has to wear, not wear. More anger? No, that's not true. I don't agree with that. Yes. Okay. Girisha means, one of the meaning you said, one who resides in Vedas. Resides in Vedas, I told that, resides in Vedas as the subject matter, is a poetic expression. Shiva, in his true nature and also as the cause of this world, is the subject matter of Vedas. And as subject matter of the Vedas, resides in words. The meaning resides in words. And therefore, it is said that Shiva resides in Vedas. Is a poetic expression. Please give the meaning of Matanga Mukha. First day in the bhajans. Matanga means elephant. So Matanga Mukha means Lord Ganesha who has got the face of elephant. That is the meaning. Nothing more. Elephant stands for this intelligence. Elephant stands for Sukshma Drishti, means very sharp vision, and the Ganesha represents all of them. Therefore also he is called Matanga Mukha. And you know the story that his head was cut and the plastic surgery done and all this you know. Okay. I have heard this expression, whatever is objectified is limited. Although I objectify space, but for me space doesn't seem to be limited by object or time. No, it is limited by time. Space is limited because space is born. Tasmad va etasmad atmana akasha sambhutaha. Yes, yes, yes. And also science also accepts this to some extent, not very clearly, they are not able to explain, but they say we cannot talk about space before Big Bang. Time, space are merged into singularity. Have you heard this singularity? This singularity does not have time, does not have time, does not have space. From that singularity alone plurality has come. So space, in fact space is not completely objectified, and space has got limitation also, whatever way you take it, and space even if you consider objectified, it is limited. Limited, not only that it is limited space wise, but it state wise also limited. The space what you are experiencing is not there in dream state, not there in sleep state also. Therefore, it is limited. I seem to have lost in understanding of Vijita Vishwa Manobhiramam. Vijita means conquered, Vishwa means the world, the one by whom the entire world is conquered. It can be taken as Vijita Vishwa means he is the one who has conquered the world, means nothing can go against his will. That is Vijita Vishwa. Another meaning is he has conquered by his charming look. That's why I tell you, he came, he saw and he won or something is there, no? Conquered. So like that. That's why next word is Manobhiramam. Abhiramam is delighting. One who is delighting the mind of all. So Vijita Vishwa Manobhiramam. So when I wrote the translation, I wrote like this: the one by whom the entire world is conquered, or one who has conquered the world by delighting the mind of all. You can conquer the people by love, by joy. So he has done that. So it is glorification of his form, beautiful form. Yes. Ananda Swarup also you can say, yes. Ishvara is in the form of order in the dependent reality mithya. How does the dependent reality extends the orderliness from Ishvara? Extends, how can you say? Extends it is derives. See, we talk about order getting expressed in the world, that order is mithya and the world in which it is getting expressed also is mithya. They say there is a method in madness. Have you heard this expression? There is a method in madness. Similarly, in this mithya jagat also there is some method. It is not erratic mithya. It is well organized mithya. And therefore, there is order, and this order is prevailing upon the world, and the world is mithya, and we don't say order is satyam. Satyam is only existence, consciousness and this limitlessness, fullness, in which there is no order. Consciousness is not governed by order, or consciousness itself doesn't govern the order. Consciousness itself is not order, but without consciousness order cannot function. So consciousness, existence are beyond order, but in and through present in every order. Because any orderliness will be possible only when there is a conscious being, and conscious being is possible when consciousness is there. And therefore, this Brahma, limitless reality, is not within the purview of order. But this world, which is mithya, is governed by this mithya order. Same degree of reality is there. Difference between mithya and maya. Sometimes they are used interchangeably, but one difference is satyam appears as mithya because of Maya. Is it clear? Maya is that because of which Satyam appears as mithya. In fact, very definition of Maya is that miyate, pratiyate, brahma, jagatvena yaya sa Maya. That because of which the Brahman appears as Jagat is Maya. Is it clear? I don't know who has asked this question. Who has asked this? You have asked. Is it answering your question? Okay. Huh? Until? Please use this mic. Yeah.
So if we take that part, within the part there seems to be certain laws functioning. For example, if the part is going to contain substance,
Yeah.
is acting as a container, that seems to be a law only within the scope of the part.
Yes.
The moment the part becomes clay, that law has no functioning.
Correct.
So now when you said this order, this law is again derived from the consciousness, how could I relate? Well,
this capacity of pot to contain water, hold water, is not directly derived from clay. Without clay it is not possible. But clay doesn't contribute to that law. Clay only provides the substantiality for that function to happen, because function cannot happen without substance being there ultimately behind. Similarly, taking your example, this order is there as long as the world is there. World is accepted as reality. From the standpoint of the world alone, there is order. If world is negated, and if you are seeing the whole thing from the standpoint of reality, there is no order. In consciousness, there is no order.
but how does dharma comes into?
Dharma is the order. Dharma is a part of order. It is order of dharma. Yes. It's okay? All right. Somebody has asked 6 questions regarding meditation. Who has asked? Okay. First is time limit. Time limit is how much meditation we should do. You can do as much as you can do. But minimum 20 minutes. And in the beginning, 20 minutes to 45 minutes to start with. Afterwards you can increase also. 1 hour, 2 hours, as much as you can do. Whole day you do, no problem. Minimum 20 minutes. Okay? Minimum, is it clear? Minimum 20 minutes. Standard procedure. Standard procedure is take proper posture, steady posture, so you don't have to move. Then offer salutation to Guru, and before that you do a sankalpa that I am ready for meditation. Do an namaskara to your Guru, and then relax your body. Deep conscious breathing. Watch your breath. Relax your mind. Then do some mental japa, and then drop japa and try to remain as witness and appreciate your nature to be consciousness, Shanta, Asanga, depending upon your Vedantic background. This is the standard SOP, called them standard operating SOP. Okay, to then meditate Shiva in Linga, Rupa or picture Rupa. You can do any form, whichever you like. Some people can relate to Linga only. Some people say Linga doesn't appeal to me. So picture, it depends. Pasand apani. Okay, choice is yours. Is it efficient to change? Is it sufficient to chant stotras or songs without sound on any god? Yes, mentally you can stand. You can chant. It is good. With meaning you chant and try to visualize the form of Shiva or Vishnu or whichever you are doing. So it may be useful. But that stotra whichever you chant should be by-hearted. You should not struggle, what is the first line, second line, that should not happen. Then it is not a meditation. Then in guided meditation, is it necessary to follow the Guru? Generally it is necessary, otherwise why should you go to the guided meditation? If so, Guru's words are not audible. It is like whispering. Yeah, it is true, because in meditation the sound becomes like this. How many of you had problem in hearing my voice? 1, 2. You had problem? Not hearing at all. So no problem. That was.
Only yes, yes, yes.
Huh?
The other sounds I can't. Only yes sound I can hear.
Oh, okay. So. What? I didn't hear. Now I didn't hear. What he said? Means sound was very soft. Yeah, correct. So generally, current sound was enough. Was it enough or it was less today? Okay. Yeah, tomorrow will increase, because I think these, if they don't hear my voice, they tend to feel sleepy. Then the snoring starts, So therefore, I think a little bit louder voice. Okay. So if you can't follow Guru's word, don't worry. You do on your own. Okay. Then, if I am, this is a very interesting question. If I am to be silent and undisturbed, how to know the completion time? I tell you, it's a very genuine question. So every now and then we feel, it must be 1 hour, 2 hours. So what I used to do is, I used to put alarm. You can put soft alarm. Nowadays people have mobile. Otherwise this clock also, I used to use clock. So that otherwise we'll think that 1 hour is over. It is only 50 minutes over. So you can put alarm. I used to do that. If any questioning seems to be left out, give a brief on the subject. One thing is that don't judge your meditation and yourself. People say today meditation was very good. If meditation was very good, it is okay perhaps. But today meditation was not good and I am not progressing at all. I don't feel this meditation will help me. And if you think like this, you know what will happen? Your mind will find the reason or excuses for not meditating. The feeling of failure in meditation will stop you meditating. Someone will say that today stomachache is there, today I have to go very fast or something, I have to go somewhere. Something you will try to find out the reason for not sitting in meditation. So you tell in the beginning of meditation, sometimes I say this in meditation itself. Today also I think I said, I am able to sit for meditation itself is a blessing. Amma, don't put your hand in your mouth, put on the book, not a good habit. This is second, third time. So, you don't judge yourself based on this condition of meditation. And you say, I am able to meditate, I am able to sit for meditation, not even meditate. I am able to sit for meditation itself is a blessing. Half an hour I am able to sit in one place, closing my eyes, that itself is a blessing. Tell in the beginning, I don't judge this meditation as success and failure, don't judge. Good, I am able to sit Even though you sleep in during meditation, doesn't matter. Try next day, you try to splash some water, etc. But don't stop meditating. Sit next day. Even so, your mind wanders all over, doesn't matter. Next day. And keep some reasonable time in the beginning. Don't keep 1 hour. Keep 20 minutes and then increase. But most important thing is not giving up habit of meditating. That is very important. That is one thing to be followed. Huh? Yeah, Sandhya Vandanam also Upasana is there, meditation. Japa is there, no? Gayatri. That you can do as a meditation. Yes. Though I understand all happening are in the order of Ishvara, how to silence the mind ever? What is that word ever? Who is that person today? Ever what? A-double-C, what you have written? Ever? Ever? Oscillating. Whatever? Oscillating. I don't know. Oscillating, in no way it looks like oscillating. Okay, oscillating I understood. In the day-to-day happening. See, everything is in order. That understanding needs to be real for me. Means it should be the understanding in the form of conviction. It is not that, I know the theory of order. It is not a theory of order. It is my vision based on which I have particular attitude. So are you able to see that somebody shouts because of his or her background, and background governs the behavior, that is order. And if sometimes you miss it, doesn't matter. In fact, you are shouting back. He shouted at you and you shouted back. Afterwards, when you come to your normal sense, then you tell, his shouting was in order, my shouting back also was in order. Wherever you can pick up the thread, you pick up the thread. Many times you may miss it, doesn't matter. In Hindi, in Gujarati, there is a saying, when is morning, what is the morning time? 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, what is morning time? In Gujarati it is said, when you wake up, it is morning. When you wake up, it is morning for you. So, whenever you come to this understanding, it is order, start appreciating from that time. Have the value. Yesterday I told these 3 things. I value the understanding of order. It is possible to have this understanding of order. It is possible to implement this understanding of order, and I am ready to do whatever needs to be done to implement this understanding of order. So if that is there, then it will come slowly. First of all, you have to make up your mind, I would like to have this understanding. Like these saints have this, I also would like to be a saintly person who appreciates the order. Don't say that, oh, they are sannyasi, they can do it, we cannot do it. If you say you cannot do it, you will not do it. This is called self-prophecy. You speak about karma. If our life is controlled by karma, then why should we worship God? Worshipping God also is a karma only. You are creating new karma by that. So your worshipping and your punya papa, they are not opposite. So you have earned some punya papa, and by doing worship you are earning punyam. So they are in harmony only. It is not that you are going outside the law. When you are worshipping, it is a part of law only. People think that prayer is outside the law of karma. Prayer also is a part of law of karma. It is not outside that. How do we dissolve karma without suffering? 2 ways. One is, you do more and more prayerful activities, prayers and prayerful activities, your many papa karmas will be dissolved, neutralized. Not all of them, some of them, which can be resolved, can be resolved. And the last, the final means is Atma Jnanam. Atma Jnanam when you have, then you do not have suffering. The body may have suffering, you will not have suffering. Pain may be there, sorrow will not be there. That is the ultimate solution Vedanta offers. World is the effect, Brahman is the cause. Why? That is how it is. Clay is the cause and pot is the effect. That is how the cause-effect relationship is. Why is the world created by Brahman? Because you wanted the world. For your karma to be exhausted, you wanted the world to be created by Brahman. Brahman doesn't create for itself. Brahman creates the world for Jiva. Especially when it is Mithya. In fact, Mithya alone is created. Satyam cannot be created. So don't say that it is Mithya, how can it be created? Mithya alone can be created. Satyam is never created. Creation is always Mithya. Today in the morning class you explain about men and women are considered equal in all aspects and represented in Ardhana. I don't say they are identical. Importance wise they are equal. Like your right brain and left brain, they are not identical, but they are equally important. You cannot say, complementary. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. They are complementary to each other. They are not what is called against each other, or no one is inferior, no one is superior. So when I say equal, equal in terms of importance. They are not identical. Your right brain and left brain function, they have got different functions, but both of them are important. Important or not? Both are important. Okay. However, the popular saying in the West is men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Yes, I have also read this book, even though I don't have to, but I have read this. Both are differently wired. Yes. There is a book by one author. Please elucidate the reason for both diametrically opposite thinking. They are not diametrically opposite, really speaking. They have some different way of thinking in some areas. One, I will tell you the difference. Women, if you give advice, they see it as an expression of your care, generally. Whereas man generally doesn't like advice. I will find out, I will figure out. Whereas women, they generally like to ask. They don't feel small in asking. Whereas men, even driving, his wife will say, you ask, we are going, we don't know. No, it will come. The women say, he will ask, but he will not ask. And after going 2 kilometers, then come back. This is typical, I have seen. Whereas women think, what is wrong in asking? Women have a lot of cooperation. They may be fighting with each other, but when something is to be done, they come together. Men generally say, I will do it. If I can't do, then only I will take help. So they have different thinking. But it is only based on certain requirements and certain situations, this has happened. Because they were living in a particular setup in olden days. Nowadays it is different. But it is not that they are totally opposite. No. If women are hurt, they will have anger. Men are hurt, they will have anger. Only thing, they will express their anger little differently. But there is no fundamental difference in them. Women also want to be respected as men want to be respected. So they have so many similarities and of course some differences. But differences are not so much that they can be incompatible. They are not. In fact, they are complementary. See, if women were not there, men will be still living in tents only. They will be lazy fellows little bit. So because of women, say they started building the houses. And because of men, women have inspiration to do certain things. They say, many women they tell, Swamiji, if nobody is there, I don't like to cook for myself. That's a common thing, So they complement each other, they prompt each other, they motivate each other. So we look upon each other as a complementary rather than competitive or opposite. My right side and my left side are not competing with each other. They are complementary to each other. So men and women should be seen as two parts of the body. Both are important. You shall be, will you give me your right side or left side? I want to cut. So which side will you give me? He will not give you either of them. No, left side ले लो. ऐसा नहीं होता. Even though you are right-handed, you will not give your left side. Left hand, okay, left hand दे दो. नहीं. You require both. So you look upon both of them as complementary, even though they have certain different ways of thinking. In fact, that makes it beautiful. They make each other complete. So man has got particular way of thinking, woman has, therefore they become the whole. In Brihadaranyaka it is said that man has got incomplete space which is filled up by woman, and therefore they make each other complete. So there is no competition, there is no opposition, there is some difference, and it makes the whole thing beautiful. By chanting this one will attain punya. Okay. This stotra. But punya also is makes you take birth again. It is said that both punya and papa should be nullified to attain moksha. So it is right to do something to accumulate punya, which will again lead you to the take birth again and again. Yes, you are right. Punya also will cause samsara. But in initial stage, punya is required to neutralize some papa, and punya is required to attain the opportunity to gain knowledge, which is the means for moksha. Initially it is required. Once you have reached a particular stage, then you should not go after punya. You should go after abiding in the knowledge that I am beyond punya and papa. Up to a point you require punya. After you have like critical velocity, if you have attained, then after that you don't require. Critical velocity you get, then it will take care of it itself. And then you should focus more on understanding and abidance. I am akarta abhokta. Till then, punyam is required. Earn as much punyam as possible. And once you have got the opportunity of studying Shastra, you have got conviction, you don't require any other learning, etc. more, and only nididhyasanam is required, then don't go after punyam. You don't have to do puja, etc. You can have gratitude for Bhagavan, but you don't require special activities to earn punya. You focus only on nididhyasanam. But it is very difficult to remain away from the temptation, So if you have outgrown the temptation, then you need not do any activity for gaining punya. I think I have answered. All right. So now we are concluding this camp, and we will give you this prasadam has come. So one by one you can come. And the translation also has come, so whoever raised their hand can collect the translation sheet as well. So I thank you all for coming and giving me the opportunity to contemplate upon this Shiva Pratasmarana Stotram, because I myself had not seen. I must have read, maybe very cursorily I might have read, but I got the opportunity to contemplate. So I thank you all. All of you listened to it very attentively. So thank you for that opportunity. You gave it to me. And now you can come and take. Anybody has any feedback, like any suggestion? Then we can give some 5 to 10 minutes. Anybody, any suggestion, any feedback? All right. So all are okay. All right. So, yes, Amma.
Your words recollecting in my memories of Swami Puja Swamiji. You used to tell the Mithya and you used to tell all these things. I could remember every word of Puja Swamiji in your speech, and I am very much thankful to you, sir.
Good. Everything belongs to him only. We are just a stream. He is the main river. Yes, yes. We tried. Yes. All right. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayanta Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Kshobarahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amrutangamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri